Buongiorno. Today we're going to cover some Italian vocabulary relating to the office and work that maybe you can use to talk about your job. Let's get started. First up, we can have l'ufficio, the office. We can say il lavoro, just meaning work or job in general. We can say I colleghi to talk about the colleagues. Remember to add the H there when you're writing this word, I colleghi. We can have la riunione when you're talking about a meeting. You could have la scadenza, talking about the deadline or expiry date. Il contratto, fairly simple one. This is just going to be contract. We can have lo stipendio to mean salary or wages, this kind of thing. We have l'assunzione to mean assumption, hiring, bringing people on board. If you're coming to actually interview for a job, you would want to use words like l'intervista to talk about the interview itself. You could talk about il curriculum, taken straight from Latin with that Italian pronunciation to mean a CV, so il curriculum, CV. We do also have il CV in Italian as well. Il telefono, obviously going to be telephone. Il computer, nice and simple, the computer. La scrivania, this one is going to be desk, very useful. When we come to think of an actual company, we could use words like la sede, meaning the headquarters. This also kind of means the seat, or the headquarters, where the company is based. To talk about people who run a company, we could say l'imprenditore, meaning the entrepreneur, very popular in Italian with a lot of small businesses, a lot of small micro entrepreneurs. Il capo is the boss. You might have heard that one in a mafia sense before, but works in a business as well, il capo. On the other side, we have il dipendente, being the employee. Il progetto, nice and simple, is a project that you might be working on at the moment. To talk about remote work, you'd use a funny word. You say lo smart working. So an English word that you pronounce with a very Italian passionate accent, lo smart working, to talk about remote work. If we actually want to talk about the company as a whole, we could say something like la società, we could say l'azienda, or also just il business. I'd say l'azienda is probably the one I use most often, but you will hear all three. Il marchio is really what we mean to say a mark, a brand, kind of a famous brand that we might know. Il settore would be a sector, so fashion, technology, retail, this kind of thing. La startup, again, taken straight from the US. Startup, we have, if we wanted to talk about a specific department, we could say like l'ufficio di marketing or l'ufficio di vendita, sales, etc. Enjoy these words. Go and watch this video next.